Just remember, I know more about you than any person alive. Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo, he keeps emerging, Justin Ellick. And I got to play whack-a-mole because everybody gives him a free ride. Nobody asks him the tough questions. Because I know more about Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo, King Cuomo II, the son of Mario Faccia Bruta Cuomo, King Cuomo I, than anyone alive. And I always give the salute when I'm ready to deep six him based on playing his own words. Hey, Andrew, ascendeme, tu siu provianos facim, and like your father Mario, you are, as he listens on our FM affiliate, WLIR, to his compound in Southampton that is owned and operated by Fredo, his brother Chris Cuomo. So yesterday, all of a sudden, he has completely recreated himself, and he thinks that all of you are stupid. In fact, he banks on it that you won't remember what he said 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago, 5 days ago, 5 weeks ago, 5 months ago, 5 years ago. Never. That you're all stupid and that you're sheep and you need him to be your sheep herder. So all of a sudden, he decided to talk about how the justice system now is politicized.
Our justice system is politically influenced. And that is frightening. You know, we talk about the threat to democracy. People don't believe in government anymore. They don't believe in the news media anymore. But the justice system was the solid pillar, right? That was the place where politics just didn't go.
Nah, never went there, right, Andrew? Yeah. You know, recently, my husband-in-law, David Patterson, while doing an interview with Suzanne Miller, let the cat out of the bag when she simply asked him, hey, how come you didn't do what Hochul did when she replaced Cuomo, you replaced Spitzer, and you didn't run for office for a full term? This is what he said.
I didn't run for governor because I thought if I did, I'd be indicted.
And who was going to indict him? The U.S. Attorney? No. The Attorney General of the state of New York, then, Andrew Cuomo, because he wanted Patterson out of the way. Because naturally, Andrew was not satisfied with being Attorney General of the state of New York. He wanted to be governor. Let's hear more of Andrew Cuomo talking about, prosecutors persecuting, and like all of a sudden his own stink don't smell.
You didn't subject yourself and your family to a subpoena, right? It wasn't that you ran for office, so you immediately became investigated by prosecutors.
A prosecutor, that's what he was. He was the New York State Attorney General. Again, I go to the words of my own husband-in-law, David Patterson, to Suzanne Miller, who said that he would not run for a complete term as governor because he was afraid he would be indicted. And we all know that indictment would have come from the New York State Attorney General, Andrew Cuomo.
I didn't run for governor because I thought if I did, I'd be indicted.
Hey, Patterson, you want to say you didn't say that? You told me that years ago when you were my afternoon partner on a station that I'll never get the 4 years back from. AM 970, the answer. Oh, my God. 4 years of my life wasted. But a few of those years were with David Patterson in the afternoon, and he told me, say Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo, deny it. Oh, and then here is Cuomo again yesterday, waxing poetic. How, oh, my God, the prosecution, criminal justice system is horrible now, but it was so good before.
Prosecutors are not supposed to target an individual, right? The prosecutor's ethics are equal justice, nonpartisan justice, and avoiding even the appearance of political interference.
You targeted then Governor David Patterson, Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo, when you were state attorney general. Everybody knows that. It's not a secret. Governor Patterson has spoken about it. He referred to that to Suzanne Miller. I hate to be repetitive, but this guy just wants to recreate history, Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo. I got to play whack-a-mole with him.
I didn't run for governor because I thought if I did, I'd be indicted.
Now think of it, ladies and gentlemen. There was no U.S. attorney investigation of David Patterson at that time. U.S. attorney up in Albany, no. U.S. attorney for the Southern District here in Manhattan, no. There were no Department of Justice's investigation of David Patterson as governor when he replaced Eliot Spitzer, who exited because he was trafficking in prostitutes, paying for them to provide him with services across state lines, which was a violation of the Mann Act. And in order not to be federally prosecuted, which he should have been, he said, okay, I'll take your offer. I'll leave office, and my lieutenant governor, David Patterson, will assume the office. Again, David Patterson normally would have run for a 4-year term, win or lose, just like Hochul did, who replaced Cuomo, who was afraid of getting impeached for all kinds of nefarious activity and potentially indicted too. So here it is. Oh, my stuff don't stink. Meantime, he used the prosecutorial tools to go after his political enemies, Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo did, and for whatever office he wanted. And I dare him to deny that. I dare Governor Patterson to deny that. But let's move on, because naturally he was waxing poetic about what's going on in our city, especially all the crime.
You feel that when the rule of law is not enforced, whether it's the protesters against Israel, whether it's the shoplifters going into these small stores, whether it's people going into bodegas and stealing things, whether it's fare beaters.
Gee, when did that all happen? Oh, that's right, no cash bail. Oh, that's right, Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo. You not only were the author, you were the sponsor, you pushed it through the Assembly, the State Senate, you signed it, and if anybody disagreed, you threatened political retribution against them. So it's you and you alone that we have to blame for this, because this is what you said in 2019, and you can't take it back.
In America, you are still innocent until proven guilty. And that's whether you're black or white, that's whether you're rich or poor. We're going to end the cash bail system once and for all. We're going to do it in New York, and we're going to do it this year.
Oh, and all the Democrats in the State Assembly and State Senate, they gave him a standing ovation. That was the one measure that doomed us. And in all of his appearances, he never apologizes for that. He never even acknowledges that he was responsible. He was the author of no cash bail. He bent arms and made sure the Assembly and State Senate passed it. And then he bragged about it. But, it's as if he forgot 2019, or at least he wants all of you to forget it. I never forgive and I never forget, Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo. Just remember, I know more about you than any person alive, and I will haunt you every step of the way when you say things like this that all of a sudden you've come to a realization of.
That is, it's $1 billion in congestion pricing, but they won't collect the $700 million of fare beaters, people who just walk on a bus and don't pay, people who just jump the turnstile. It's gotten so bad that you almost feel foolish if you pay the fare, right? Because nobody pays. That's how bad it's gotten. And they say, well, it's an economic crime. We don't want to prosecute. It's a low-level economic crime. All right, then don't be surprised. When you don't enforce the law, don't be surprised when you have lawlessness.
Well, you have no shame. No shame, Andrew Evil Eyes Cuomo. You started off by talking about congestion pricing. You're the one who promoted it. You're the one who forced its passage. You signed the legislation when you were governor. You are responsible for congestion pricing. And then, of course, with that litany of crimes you all talked about, how did people get off the hook? Because of no cash bail. And again, I will play it over and over and over to remind everyone, you are the reason that we are in the mess that we're in today.
In America, you are still innocent until proven guilty. And that's whether you're black or white, that's whether you're rich or poor. We're going to end the cash bail system once and for all. We're going to do it in New York, and we're going to do it this year.
And they cheered as it led to our demise. And now you want an opportunity to run for mayor after you've destroyed the state of New York? Andrew Evilize Cuomo, over my dead body.
It's your guardian angel, Curtis Sliwa here, reminding you to click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you never miss a beat of the action here at 77 WABC Radio. Thanks for joining us. And until next time on the Rip and Read, stay safe and stay informed.